and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
The partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Equanimous St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson to Debo. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down, here's an option right. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Fields on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 16. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here we go. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Off the play fake, Cousins completes it to the fullback hand. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout from the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. James Lynch in there to drop him for a loss on the play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And the tackle by Kalen Barnes.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's the option. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Fields flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crew. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. To Jefferson on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it this time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They run the option on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins again. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.